About the level of cohesion, probably I think it's the level is much higher. We are more united than it was in 2014, for sure. Even here in Kharkiv, because we are in the eastern region, which is for all times, it was closer to Russian because many people are Russian speaking and so on and so on. That nobody wants no longer such than Luhansk and Donetsk People's Republics, they don't want here. And this is a restraining force. The population, just regular people, they are helping their army, they are, let's say, they're joining the territorial defense battalions and so on. So these are visible things, you could check it. So if you will announce, for instance, that you are able to join the territorial defense battalion in 2014, there will be very, very few people. And now, I'm sure there will be at least hundreds of volunteers. They have very effective methods, and we are still so weak in resisting this, I would say, informational attacks, or this fakes, or this intrusion or invasion, because people are afraid of, let's say, military invasion. But we already invaded in information aspect. So we are invaded with all these fakes and these bots and this propaganda and everything. Of course, people are suffering, and we are weak against this. I think the narrative about the failed state, it was at the very beginning of 2014, 2015, because it was, let's say, such a huge, big undermining narrative that will undermine the whole idea of Ukrainian sovereignty and Ukrainian state. Nowadays, we have small, I would say, smaller on the scope of covering some categories of people or even the whole population. I think narratives are becoming smaller and sharper. This means they are tackling some particular group, and if you are scrolling the Facebook or any other social network, you will see that people are getting those narratives and they are afraid. Some of them are in panic. The Romans told us, if you want peace, prepare for war. This means that society, civil society and the state and public administration, they should develop a plan, announce a plan, and provide everybody in the state with his or her particular role in this preparing stage. So if everybody is involved, engaged and preparing, I don't think there will be any space for panic. I think the state should declare the clear, feasible and easy to understand for everybody plan how we would resist the invasion. We are now enrolling these territorial defense battalions. I think the communication should be much clearer and easier. For instance, I don't want to get a contract with this battalion for 1 year or for 12 months. So, because I'm doing something different in this life and I don't want to be a serviceman, a military man, but I want to join for 2-3 months. So give this opportunity to people to join these military defense battalions for 2 months, 3 months, or provide different options how to join this. So everybody should know the plan, how to evacuate, how to send the information, how to be prepared, train people. Explain them what they should do in the case of shelling. We did research. We have interviewed 10,000 people all around Ukraine, in every region of Ukraine, and we have, of course, the hugest stake, the biggest stake of respondents more than 54%, they said that Ukraine should not have any compromise decision on Donbas. So this means that the territorial sovereignty should be restored in the borders in the borders of 2014. So we should get back to the border with the Russian Federation in the east. Much fewer people, around 16%, they have no idea. So people are misled and they have no clue how they could manage the situation. They don't see any scenario because the situation is so complicated and it took so long that they don't see solution and they are hard with answer. Of course, people are talking and telling us about the political solution of this situation, but and we still have a part, less than 13%, that still think that Ukraine should follow the proposition of Russia and all those so-called republics and provide some autonomy for these regions to settle the conflict. More than 60% of population, they are ready to receive them back. All people from occupied territories, they are ready to recognize them as co-citizens, that they are citizens of the same state that they are, and so on. So they will not be hostile towards them. Starting from neutrality and moving towards warm welcome.